All right, we're back. It's been a couple weeks since that last clip of us pulling out the fuel lines, but I had to wait on all the parts to come in, and they've all come in. We got some AN line, a few straights, some 45s, a fuel filter, and these cool little hard line to AN line adapters. So they're in two pieces like that. This goes over the end of the hard line, that goes on there, hold it tight, gives me a nice good solid AN fitting on the end. So now all we have to do is measure it all up, make our lines, and get them installed in the car. All right, let's get to it. So I went with this company called Evil Energy that I found on Amazon. All this came from Amazon. It had really good reviews. I'm hoping it holds up. Don't really want to do it again, but I'm kind of on a budget, and all of this fit my budget really well. So let's get building. While we're building the AN lines, I'm going to put all this rusty hardware that I have separated in bags into this rust remover that I found at Canadian Tire, and we'll let those soak while we're building the lines, and we'll see how they turn out. We got one line done. Let's see how she fits in the car. Well, it turned out a little long. A new fuel filter down there, new line there with the adapter, but it should work. I'm gonna pull it off of there so it's not rubbing against the brake booster, so we don't get any wear through or anything. All right, let's build a line. Fitting, line end looks kind of gross, but it should work. Twist it on there. It's almost there. You can see it's in there. It's not quite touching the end, which is what you want. Take your other end. I'm just gonna put some lubricant on it, on the threads, so they don't get all marred up and chewed. Start that. I'm gonna take some electrical tape and just put it around the end of my line, just where the fitting starts, so that I can tell if it pushes the line back through the fitting or not. Of all the ones I've done so far, it hasn't done it. So the only unfortunate thing is I don't have any AN tools, so I'm just using regular wrenches, but it seems to work just fine. And I don't have a vise. So we'll just twist it on. We're gonna keep going until it's almost touching. We don't want them to be completely touching. That's probably good enough. And then the tape, still where it's supposed to be, which means it didn't push it through. And that, hopefully, is a good line. Okay, I got all the lines made. Fittings on all of the ends. I have the little line made already in the car from the feed line to the fuel filter. So now I'm gonna put these and run them to the back. Unfortunately, two of my hardline to AN adapters came in 3/8 and not 5/16, so I had to order two more. I'm not gonna see them for a couple of days, so I can't fully finish it, but maybe I'll put the fuel tank in and everything and get it to the point where it's ready to go in, and then I just have to put it together when they show up on Tuesday or Monday. Hopefully they come early, but then we can start putting the rear end together and get this thing put back on the ground and get it on the road and get driving it. That's really what we're looking forward to, is driving the car and everything, and I hope you guys stick around and join me on this journey of getting the car ready. All right, let's put these lines in and we'll go from there. All right, so all the lines are in the car, fed up to where they need to be. There's a lot of excess. It's really droopy and everything, but I have these clips and stuff that held the factory brake line and fuel lines in that I just cut all the plastic out of that I'm going to use to try and hold up the line before I can make something that is going to work better in my situation. All right, let's get these put in and see how it works. All right, so we got all the lines tied up. Run all the way perfectly nice to the fuel tank. Oh, that one's a little close. To the fuel tank opening. Okay, so new fittings came in. It's been more than a couple of days since they've shown up. So let's get them put onto our fuel pump. So these fittings are actually designed for the quick connect plastic lines, not these ones with the flares on the end that the hose and the hose clamps just go on. So what I did was I just cut this flare off. One of two things is going to happen. These are either going to work perfectly fine on there because they are still a tight fit and they still do lock in pretty decently. They don't seem like there's any play or nothing. So they're either going to work fine or they're going to leak. If they leak, I'll just order the other fittings with the little copper crush piece that goes onto there, and then I'll just use those instead. But these were cheaper and I like the idea of them. So let's get them put on and see how they look. Okay, we got the ends cut off. Now we just gotta slide. Oops. So we got the ends cut off. I cleaned them up with a little bit of sandpaper. Now we just gotta take that and just feed it over like so. Put the other end on, and then this is where it gets to be a little bit difficult sometimes. Oh, this one actually went really nice. Thread it on, and then I will crank that down. But there's no, like, it's not even tight yet, and there's no in and out play. So I would assume that means it'll be fine. Let's do the other one. Same way. This one, yeah. Oh, this one doesn't want to go on as easy. Oh, there it goes. Put the other end on, and then just thread the two pieces together. Maybe. There it goes. And then I'll take 2 wrenches and I'll tighten these down. But again, like, it's not even all the way tight and there's no in and out play. So I'm going to assume that they're going to be fine. If not, like I said, I'll just go to the other ones. We'll go from there, see how it goes. All right, so we got everything running installed. I'm not going to install the fuel tank today because I realized that the bolts that I ordered for the fuel pump are slightly too long, so I can't tighten in the fuel pump. I got new ones of those on order, should be here in the next day or two. And the rubber part of the fuel fill for the fuel tank, I need new gear clamps for. So I can't even put that in because you got to put the piece on the tank first or else you're not even going to be able to tighten it. So I'm going to leave it here. We'll next time get it all put in, figure it out, and then we'll probably get the rear suspension and the fuel pump or fuel tank, sorry, installed in the next video in regards to the fueling system. All right, if you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment down below. Let me know what you want to see happen. I still have I have a couple videos coming up that are just little jobs that I've done here and there on the car. Nothing super huge. They're just going to be short little videos. And then my next major video will be putting the fuel tank in, putting the suspension in, and getting the car put back on the ground. So make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're up to date when I'm releasing new videos. Keep an eye out. I keep putting up little shorts here and there with some updates on the car. And I will see you guys in the next video. All right, take it easy.